With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Fight, 315. One pass. Tighten up, tighten up.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Young. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Steve Young. And Walker has it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Young, and he'll get this one complete to T.O. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Young on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Young to throw it. And incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 24, Wilson to Michel on the screen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson steps away to his left. That's out to his running back, Michel. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Alpha.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing, Young, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
X3, 218, chop.
Young on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And his guys have taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Here's Young. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Charlie.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Young, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
To throw, Young. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Off.
It'll be Young again. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First down, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Third and long for Young. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. A huge play there on the screen pass. 59 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the ground, Michel. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll roll him out right. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Young to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Wilson wants to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And they take a knee.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down and 4, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 45 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw with Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch it. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Now Young. Man open. That's Terrell Owens. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Steve Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on, set. 94. Hey, wahoo.
3rd down, Young from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Hill on the return. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first play. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That throw by Young incomplete. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And Young's throw there incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now here's Young. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Patrick Willis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Young to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will have a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team. Picked off by Merton Hanks. Got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this one caught by Delanie Walker. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Go. Young from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 4th down, they snap it to Young. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Young now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown! A great effort there. 36 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they would ever try.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young escaping the pressure right. Got him in. It's Randy Moss. And all the way down to the 26. A big play, Young to Moss. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
8, read. 6-3. 2-18, top.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Mahomes now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the first.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Watch 20. Check 20. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you.